Oh, hey gang. So, Sean here. We're back at the ocean property after just a week away, and it's a quick turnaround time. But it's a Friday. I'm actually have a full day of work to do, so I'm sitting here getting all worked up. Not really worked up, but worked up before I get worked up. Later on, Dawn's out there tinkering. She's already started some stuff. She wants to have a fire. Seth and them were out last week with us, and they moved some stuff around. So I'm thinking about trying to get that wood all processed and stacked somewhere. We want to enjoy our time. It's supposed to be a nice weekend. So we're just here to chillax a little bit, but also get some work done. We'll take you along. That's hard, but you know what? We're gonna get it done. All right, Dawn, tell us about it.
Well, it's not that fancy. Gonna make some burgers.
Burgers?
With some bacon and some grilled onions, and I'm gonna put it on a salad.
Oh, that's right, we have no buns.
Well, I mean,
We have bread. It's gonna be good.
but we're gonna go with salad. Sean. Vegetable.
Sean. It'll be delish. So good. Oh, good morning, gang. It is now an official day of work out here. It's a weekend. I don't have to actually work the paying job today. So we're just getting up. It's overcast. Supposed to be beautiful later, but you can see right now it is just overcast. And so I'm gonna get with still trying to process that pile back there I was working on, which is results of what Seth and Jake were doing last weekend with the excavator. And we'll do some burning still, but what we want to do is, we know we're not going to be able to burn here as it gets warmer during summer, but we also want to start stacking wood. So there's a bunch of wood back here that you can see. So we want to create a spot to where we can stack this and other debris so that when we can burn again, we still have a few more weeks of burning for sure, but when we can burn again, we can kind of get right at it, and that'll still allow us to start clearing things up. But Dawn right now, she's down the shipping container. I'm gonna get working, and a little chilly right now. We'll show you what we show you. All right, quick update. Dawn's down there. She's got the fire going again, so we'll have that going all day again. I'm getting these big rounds up and just chipping away either with a wedge and then splitting it, or sometimes I'm getting lucky with a good whack and able to separate it. But hard work. We're missing our Saturday traditional workout. This is plenty of workout for today. It's not quick. Probably took a couple minutes, but now I gotta take a break. That's the price we pay, taking a break. Let's go check in on Dawn's progress here. I am nearly done with that first section of splitting. what I took down yesterday. But Dawn's been over here just kind of clearing this spot out.
Let's just say this is gonna, at my pace.
Well, we're just gonna stack stuff here though.
I know, but
So,
like that was a huge hole. And so I have to make it at least navigatable.
What if we stack the logs here though?
But I'm not gonna just do it like halfway. Like I want to just do it once for the tree. So like it was up to here, you know. So I just fill it all in with the organic matter.
See, and you guys might look at this and go, "Why, guys? Why when you have all that?"
I like this.
It's because we want it to be like
A park.
a park. We want it to be actually how God intended this to look before we came in and messed it up. I mean, because this is just a bunch of, I mean, it's not just, but it's a bunch of logging that happened before where they just let it fall and they never managed the forest floor. So this should be all ferns and beautiful. And one day that will be. We just have to chip away at it slowly. A little bit here, a little bit there. But we're those kind of knuckleheads that just do this kind of stuff. And eventually we look back and we're like, wow, it happened. So come with us for that. Also, one thing I want to start doing at the end of these videos is just a reflective on it. What is, even if it's bad, like what's a blessing that happened? So what was one of the ultimate things that happened this trip? So you have to stay tuned for all that in the other videos and wait till the end of this video. We're not done yet to see what this trip's blessing is. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to work. All right, it's nearly noon and I've just finished splitting everything I bucked up yesterday. So here's the plan. Let me tell you what the overall plan is here. And then some of you are gonna say that you guys are crazy, but we really want this to be park-like. So I'm gonna clear all this up. Those dead root balls are gonna be stuff that we stack out by the edge of our property like we did in another video. Like all this stuff, this has to go. Right, that's a downside to the excavator, right? The stuff has to go somewhere, and then once it goes somewhere from the excavator, it's got to go somewhere from there. So if we want that forest floor to be exposed, we want this to be cleared out. So I want to get the rest of that round and this round, and this little one here on the ground process. Then eventually I want to take this stump and flip it upside down so that it kind of faces that way. Because this is a really cool little section right here. See, Dawn's over there parking out things, right? Well, that's what we want to do everywhere here. So this tree is really neat here, these cluster of trees. And actually there's a couple small ones that'll have to come down that are dead, right? And that's just why we were talking about, like, we want to work a section and take care of that section before we move on to another section. Otherwise it just becomes a really big mess. And underneath there is actually where the old owner's outhouse used to be. We've kind of found that, but it's a really cool tree. All these trees are really cool. So imagine having that stump flipped upside down so it's kind of faced here. This little dead will be out. We'll probably tuck it in nice and close to this tree once it's cleared out and ferns growing over it. And it's kind of your entry into this, right? So I'm gonna have some lunch first and then start working on those things. And then I'll see how fast it takes to get that done. After that, I'm probably done for most of the day, unless Dawn makes me work more. We know how that can go. Anyways, more to come. We'll show you what we get. Lots of wood processed already. All right, so it's 12:33. Let me get this camera level here. 12:33. We'll fast forward this. We'll see how fast it takes to get all that bucked up into rounds. I'll fast forward so it's quick. So let's get cutting, okay? I'm going to do a quick blade swap. 108. I don't remember what time I said. I think it was 12:33. With the chainsaw blade swap to get it all cut up. There's one piece there that I'm not gonna worry about splitting. I'm gonna haul that. I'm gonna try to haul that root out today too. See if I can't toss it, see how heavy it is. But for now, take a quick break, get to splitting, more splitting. All right, it is 2:38. I have everything split that I was gonna buck up and cut. It's a lot of work. Here's what's left. So those are some odd rounds, that root ball. So I'm gonna load up the Polaris with that and go dump that at the other end of the property. First I'm gonna go check in on Dawn. She's doing a lot of work down there too. So I'll show you that in a bit. All right, I feel pretty good about what I got done here. Check that out. Now I still got to flip this up and all this other stuff I got to get out. I got to cut that big log out, but I'll get there for sure. And that's all split up. Let's go quickly look at Dawn. This battery's about ready to die, so let's go do that before the battery dies. I'll see how it looks here down here where she's at. See, so she's cut this section in here for logs here for us to stack and for down brush in here, and that way it'll allow us to just burn as we go here. So she's been working really hard and she loves it. All right, I'm gonna, I think, clean up a little bit. We'll be back in a bit. All right, gang, it is Sunday morning. We're just wrapping up, and we're just reflecting how easy the process has become for us And we just really thankful for that.
Easy to get out of here, easy to go home.
Right, really is.
Takes us about 10 minutes to pack up and get out of there.
With today's gas prices in our state, it's about $80 a trip out, to come round trip back out, which I guess isn't terrible, but probably should be about 40 bucks.
Well, we were saying the difference between our normal season, like we'd be out traveling and driving every weekend and exploring, and so
Yes.
we're gonna lay low instead.
Yeah, we'll be laying low most of the season here, doing a lot of work.
Yeah, but we have
So-
endless projects.
So the blessing that I've kind of looked at this time on this trip is Don and I are reading the chronological Bible this year, and there's a passage about everything is beautiful in its own time, and not everyone.
Ecclesiastes.
Yep.
We're in Ecclesiastes.
And not everything is as meaningful to other people as it is to the people that are maybe doing the work. And that's okay. Don and I are just worker bees, and we want to transform that land. And it's just a blessing that God has provided us the bodies to be able to work hard, to do what we love. And even if we do all this work and the next generation is like, that's okay, right? It's okay. We want everyone to see the beauty like we do, but if they don't, that's okay. We're walking our blessing with the Lord right now, and to me, that's just one of the greatest things. Like, it's just overwhelming at times. Got anything to add to that?
Overwhelming at times. No, I would say like along the same lines. That's what I've been thinking a lot about. Is that it's just that we feel so fulfilled in this work.
Very fulfilled.
Like it's hard work, but we just love the process of it.
Right.
We just enjoy doing it all day long. Especially this time of year, it's just so nice to be outside, and you just work your tail off, and then you just relax and take in the beauty in the evenings, and it's just, you sleep so good. It's just such a good way to spend your day.
It's awesome.
I'm excited to just get a little bit more areas for people to relax, because you just love to see people come out and enjoy it. Like,
Yes.
yeah, I don't know, just enjoy
When they
your
say
effort.
it's better to give than receive, this is what we mean.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, the work that we're doing is kind of our gift to the people that we get to, bless by being out there. And we just love
And it'll just get better and better, so.
Yeah, we just love that we have that opportunity to do that for people that we care about. So that's it for this one. We'll see what the next blessing looks like. And I don't know when we're going to come out next. Maybe next weekend, but we don't not quite
Well,
know.
like I just messaged our neighbors who live out here. I said, most likely we'll be out here every weekend, like during this season, or as many weekends as we can, I imagine, because it is so easy.
Yep.
And you just can't beat this weather. Like,
Yeah.
you can't stay away.
You can't.
You're just addicted.
The only downside that we have to try to balance is how do we see our grandkids. We love you guys. So we're trying to figure that out.
Well, we love more than just our grandkids, but yeah.
Yes. Well, the other ones are a little bit easier to say. They're a little bit more predictable. Anyways, gang, until next time, you'll see what we get up to out here. We'll see you on the trails.